Hi, Hatters! Whether you're a fresh face on campus or a seasoned veteran, navigating the world of university housing can be a bit like finding your way through a maze. Fear not, today we're breaking down the important dates and deadlines for housing applications, manual assignments, and housing cancellations. Let's get started. First things first, let's talk about the important dates for housing applications. Mark these on your calendar, set reminders, whatever it takes. November 1st, applications for the next academic year go live on Housing Central. We open our applications early to allow you plenty of time to research your housing options, either on your own or with your preferred roommate. Review our residential policies and submit your application to live on campus. For our commuter students, the request for residency exemption also becomes available on November 1st. Don't forget to submit your request and notify our office of your plans to live off campus with your family. March 1st. This is the priority deadline for current students. Current students that are still within their 3-year residency requirement can submit their housing application by March 1st to participate in current student housing selection. Current students that submit a request for animal in residence or request for housing accommodations by March 1st and are approved will be assigned by Residential Living and Learning and receive their housing assignment information before housing selection takes place. March 1st is also the deadline for Greek house rosters. Our fraternity and sorority presidents will submit their house rosters by March 1st, and students on the roster will be assigned to their organization's house before housing selection begins. Be sure to talk with your fraternity or sorority president if you're interested in living in your Greek house next year. March 18th through the 24th. Residential Living and Learning will host current student housing selection. Students that are eligible to participate in housing selection will receive their selection appointments at the start of the week. At the end of the week, they'll log into Housing Central to browse and select a room for the upcoming year on their own or with their roommate group. April 1st is the priority deadline for new students. New students can submit their housing application by April 1st to participate in new student housing selection. New students that submit a request for animal in residence or a request for housing accommodations by April 1st and are approved will be assigned by Residential Living and Learning and receive their housing assignment information before housing selection takes place. April 15th through the 19th, Residential Living and Learning will host new student selection. New students that submit their housing application by April 1st will be eligible to participate in housing selection. Selection appointment times will be sent at the start of the week and at the end of the week. They'll log into Housing Central to browse and select a room for the upcoming year on their own or with their preferred roommate. April 26th. We know that not everyone who participates in housing selection will be able to select an assignment in their preferred building or room type or with their preferred roommate, which is why we offer an option to change your room assignment after housing selection ends. On April 26th, the request for room relocation will open on Housing Central and students can request to change their room assignment for the upcoming year. Our office spends the summer months adjusting housing assignments to get the greatest number of students assigned to housing on campus to a space that closely meets one or more of their preferences. We know that plans can change, so it is important to be prepared with the right information. Students that have satisfied their 3-year residency requirement or students that meet one of the residency exemption criteria before they reach the end of their 3-year residency requirement can cancel their housing agreement and housing assignment at any time. However, you should be aware of the cancellation fees deadlines before submitting your request. There will be no cancellation fee for new students that request and are approved to cancel their housing agreement to live off campus if they submit a request for residency exemption by July 31st. Beginning August 1st, the cancellation fee increases to $1,000. And on our published opening day, the cancellation fee is half of the remaining rent for fall and spring. Current students have a different cancellation fee timeline based on their assignment status. Current students that submit a request for residency exemption by May 15th and have not been assigned to housing will not be charged a cancellation fee. However, if the student does have a housing assignment, the cancellation fee is $500. Between May 16th and August 17th, the cancellation fee for unassigned current students is $250 and $1,000 for students with a housing assignment. Starting on our published opening day, the cancellation fee is half of the remaining rent for fall and spring. Our last two important dates to keep in mind, mark on your calendar, post on your fridge as a reminder, are our official opening days. August 17th, our residential buildings open to welcome our new students attending Focus Orientation. New students will receive information about our drive-through check-in process at the Lynn Business Center and sign up for a check-in appointment time. August 18th, we welcome back our current students to campus and open our residential buildings for current student move-in. Drive-through check-in for our current students will take place at Residential Living and Learning at University Hall.